Rome ruled the world. Its armies crushed continents. Its laws shaped civilization. And then Rome handed absolute power to a boy raised in terror. His name was Caligula. History remembers him as mad, but madness was not the beginning. Fear was. Caligula grew up inside a palace filled with whispers, plots, poison, executions carried out quietly and often. His family was destroyed one by one. Uncles executed, brothers murdered, his mother exiled, then erased. As a child, he learned a simple truth. Power did not protect you. Power made you a target. So he learned to smile, to perform, to survive. When Caligula became emperor at just 24, Rome celebrated. The people cheered. The Senate praised him. Coins were struck in his image. At first, he ruled kindly. Taxes were lowered. Prisoners were released. Games filled the streets. Rome believed the nightmare was over. It was wrong. 6 months into his reign, Caligula fell violently ill. He nearly died. When he recovered, something changed. Whether it was sickness, trauma, or revelation, Caligula emerged convinced of one thing. He was no longer just a man. He was a god. Caligula demanded worship. Temples were rededicated to him. Statues of gods were torn down and rebuilt with his face. He forced senators, Rome's most powerful men, to bow before him. Not because he wanted respect, but because he wanted humiliation. He mocked them publicly, stripped them of dignity, turned Rome's elite into actors in his private nightmare. One senator laughed at the wrong moment. Caligula had him executed. Another disagreed quietly. He was fed to wild animals. In Caligula's Rome, law no longer existed, only proximity to fear. Then came the story everyone remembers. Caligula announced that his horse would become a consul, one of the highest offices in the empire. Historians argued whether he truly meant it, but the truth is darker. It was never about the horse. It was about proving something far worse, that Rome's greatest institutions meant nothing. That power itself was meaningless, that only his will remained. Executions became entertainment. Men were killed because Caligula was bored, or hungry, or amused. At banquets, guests would laugh nervously, never knowing if they would leave alive. Caligula would whisper to senators, "Remember, I can kill you at any moment." And he meant it. The empire began to suffocate under unpredictability. Guards were executed without warning. Officials disappeared overnight. No one felt safe. Not even the men meant to protect him, especially not them. Because Caligula had crossed the final line. He no longer ruled through fear alone, he ruled through chaos. On January 24th, 41 AD, as Caligula walked through a palace corridor, members of his own guard surrounded him. They struck again and again. He fell without ceremony, without worship, without mercy. Rome exhaled. The monster was dead. Caligula ruled for less than 4 years, yet his shadow lasted centuries because his story revealed something Rome never wanted to admit. An empire can conquer the world. An empire can build laws and legions and gods. But if it gives one man absolute power, without limits, without accountability, fear will rule faster than reason. Caligula was not Rome's strongest emperor, he was its most honest warning. History remembers heroes, but it is built by the monsters we survive. Subscribe and uncover the stories history tried to forget.